Good morning, my friends. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. As I'm saying that, it is so warm outside today. Welcome to the weather of Baton Rouge. And it changes because today it's going to be in the 70s and it's very, very warm and hot and very cloudy. So I chose to sit inside. But I am thankful. Yes, some days He gives us snow and rain, and some days He gives us the warm, warm weather. But God is in control, and that's what makes me rejoice today. As I got into Matthew 14, I am not able to let go of this chapter yet because the next verse, after Jesus has rescued Peter, after Jesus reached down and touched Peter out of the water and brought him into the ship, it says in verse 32, when they were coming to the ship, the wind ceased. There was such a peace. When God comes into your situation, He brings such a peace because Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus is God, and He came into that ship. And in verse 33, then they that were in the ship came and worshiped Him. For the first time, these ones that were on the ship realized who He is. They fell and worshiped Him because it says, they said, of a truth, Thou art the Son of God. You are the Son of God. They told Jesus, we have seen it now. And they worshiped Him. And when they were gone over, they came into the land of Gennesaret. And when the men of that place had knowledge of Him, they knew who He was. They ran into all the country and they brought everyone that were diseased. They ran and told them, come, and they brought the sick. They brought them out of their houses because they believed that Jesus is there. Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus can heal. So they came believing, and they brought all these people that were diseased. And verse 36 is the best in this chapter. It says, and besought Him, everyone that they came, so that they might only touch the hem of His garment. As many as touched Him were made perfectly whole. As many as touched Him. In John 1:29, it says, as many as seek Him, as many as believe, as many as receive Him, because you have to find the Lord, you have to seek Him, and then when you believe that He is the Son of God, He makes you the sons of God. And we are the children of God when we believe who Jesus is. The first group of people, that's what happened. Their eyes were opened. When our eyes are opened, when we read something in the Word of God, like, for God so loved the world that He gave His Son, and whosoever believes on Him will have everlasting life. When you believe on Him, you will have everlasting life. You will have the Son of God working and living in your life and helping you in every situation. But you have to acknowledge that first. In Psalms 46:10, it says, be still and know that I am God. When we come to Him and we acknowledge who He is. The second group of people were the ones, when they saw Jesus coming into their city, they acknowledged who He is. They knew who He is. So they ran and told others to come. Bring your sick. Jesus is here. And so when we find Jesus, the next step is for us to go and tell others. Come to the Lord, read His word. He's going to give you His peace. He's promised it, because Isaiah 9:6 says, for unto us a child is born. Yes, Jesus has come. He is the Son of God. And it says this child will have the government on His shoulders. He will have authority over everything, even the devil. He made embarrassment of the devil, because He embarrassed the devil and destroyed his works, and says, because Jesus died on the cross, came back to life, the resurrected Christ today lives in us. And so He even has authority over every situation in your life. And it says, the government shall be upon his shoulders. His name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Today, he brings his peace when he comes into your boat. He comes into your situation. And the third kind of people that I see are the ones in chapter 14, verse 36. As many as touched the hem of his garment, because they said if we could only touch him, as many as touched him, they were made perfectly whole. So today, reach out and say, Lord, I want to touch you. Lord, touch me with your hands. Touch me with your hands of healing. Acknowledge him. Do not trust your own understanding, Proverbs says, but in all your ways acknowledge him. He will direct your paths. And Jesus today is waiting to hear your voice because he hears our cries and he will make you perfectly whole. The Lord is our healer. The Lord is our guide. Say, Lord, make the crooked places straight. Lord, go before me. Lord, help me make the right decisions with acknowledging of who you are, and you direct my paths, Lord, because your word says you will. Your word says you are. Your word says you are the light of the world. Your word says you are the way of the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus said, I am. I am the way, the truth, and the life. And say, Lord, I believe. Come with faith to the Lord today and touch the hem of his garment by faith. Be blessed today.